Oh, wow.
You know, I was a teenager who had a lot of mental health issues and had been sexually exploited and hated my body. And it ended with me kind of finding spaces where that was twisted into no, you're just a boy in the wrong body. And it ended with me having my first ever medical.
Okay, the reason why I can't really fully invest in this because I don't know anyone that has transitioned. And the thing is, there are trans people probably around me, or whatever. But I don't know anyone that's transitioned. But I will tell you, anybody that would perform a double mastectomy without, there's no cancer, there is nothing wrong with this person other than that they want their boobs gone, and they are a teenager in the name of a dollar. That's what this is what this all boiled down to. Money. If the person say no, I can't perform this procedure, they gonna go on and go and get their money to somebody, but they ain't gonna give it to me. Like, even if I knew how to do the surgeries or whatever, there is no way that I could morally do that for somebody that is clearly suffering from a mental health illness. So much so that they don't even want to be in their own body. Now, I don't know what the treatment of this is. I don't know how you cure this, but I know good and well, if your child say that they want to be the opposite sex, honey, you got to get it going. Like, you got to get all of the everything going. Counseling. You got to try everything. And I know one thing for sure. I'm not cutting nothing down, cutting nothing off. Now, you get grown, you cut whatever you want off, put whatever you want on. You can do whatever you want when you're a grown person. Not up under my house. And while we up under, and then I'm just like, what would make a person feel like this? Other than being touched or something. What would make you hate your body? You know, all of the different phases that we in. What would make you hate your body? People are beautiful. People are beautiful in their own way, right? I hear the same thing about them talking about fat people. Okay, they probably shouldn't have got fat. No, they should not have gotten fat. That's it. You didn't ate yourself to this size and blah blah blah. Now you deal with it. They are. They are dealing with being fat. But the norm is, oh, go and go into the shadows, and we don't want to hear from you and all of this. And now big people, they out here, they like, shoot, they making clothes for us. And while we losing our weight, whether we want to lose it or not, we gonna try to look good. And you got a whole bunch of people out here, oh, no, nah, you don't look good. I mean, just being mean and disrespectful, you know. And the crazy thing is, you don't want them to sing, you don't want to see them, you want them to just go into their own space and just be together. I can't. I dated a big guy. My first ever boyfriend was a big man. And the thing is, and I was kind of big too back then. So my thing was, it wasn't like, oh, I hate my body. It definitely wasn't that. It was more like, okay, this is what I've done to myself, and I got to figure out how to undo this. And I walked and ate, and but I didn't stop doing the things that I love because I was big. I still ran track. I still played basketball. I still was on the volleyball. I still was on the volleyball team. I still did things as a big girl. But slowly but surely, the weight melted off. And, it took years for that weight to melt off. But my thing is, I never said, oh, I hate my body. You know, I know a young lady, uh, won't say her name on here.
All right, y'all. So two terms.
I
I
did
know a young
transition.
lady that was big, and she turned into a man. She presented herself as a man. And I found out this young lady presented herself as a man after I figured out her name was a woman's name. And the crazy part about it, when you young, you just trying to, explore life and things like that. I had no business in that girl city or nothing, but we still wound up becoming friends. Come to find out, this woman then went and held up some type of check cash. I want to say a bank, but I think it's just like a financial institution, some type of check cash in place they done held up. And shoot, she got time. But she transitioned. And when I say transition, she went she went and bought a thing, and it was so strange. Like I really tried to play along with it for a little while, but I couldn't. Especially when she came out with this thing and she wanna do something with me. I'm like, girl, what? We. She said it never gets off. I'm like, no. And then back then, I have to tell her, like I've never actually done nothing yet. And I left that whole thing. I think we hung out like maybe 3 weekends, 4 weekends in a row. I left that whole thing feeling so weird and strange. Um, and then you hear other people's story. You hear this guy's story. He a whole woman now, and he regretted. And the biggest thing with this is like, okay, I don't know how to quite cure it, but I would throw everything at this. Like every single resource that I had, I would try to save my child if they were going through this. But I don't know how to save nobody else's child. I don't. But I know that giving them a chance to cut on my baby and turn them into something else, no, you ain't gonna do that neither. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.